Hello. Welcome to Multiplayer Monday stream session extravaganza, fun shenanigans, all very good and exciting. I have Tangfastics, which is a smashing start. There's no bear behind me today. Hang on, I'll just grab. I have got 1,000,001 things on the brain today. So many jobs. I've downloaded a task management app so that allows me to schedule in all the jobs I've got to do and set some of them to repeat and and order them in order of importance and everything, just to keep track of what's going on, because there's too many brain things. But anyway, we're going to have a lovely little break from all the busy today with a brief stream. We're going to play some Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's going to be fun. If any of you want to play along, you are very welcome. Otherwise, I will happily play against people on the internet. Apart from you, whatever you guys fancy, really. I'm just going to ping the Discord. There we go. Right. Anyway, hello new people. Hello BD Gaming. Lovely to see you. Welcome to the channel. I hope you enjoy it. Hey Offshore, Flyer, Yato, Hano, Lost Kitnip, Ninja Cheddar Biscuits, Morgan Knives, Miskatonic. Welcome. I'm doing very well. I'm just busy. Just many brain things. But yes. Hi, late. I'm Joe. Hey Nuno, welcome to the stream. Have any of you had a chance to check out my new tutorial video? And if so, did you find it useful? I'm hoping that you did. But do let me know, or if there's anything that you particularly would like to see me cover in future episodes of the tutorial thing. Always useful to hear. Let's bring up the chat on my laptop so I can read what you're saying while I'm in game. And I'm going to go to the game with camera. Do I really hear the difference with these panels on my walls, or is it is it better than you did with blankets? Yes and yes. So you probably don't hear the difference on a stream like this, because it's not the sort of high intensity kind of recording setup that one normally has. So you guys probably, and also, you know, you're not listening really closely to the sound. There's the streaming bitrate and everything. You guys probably don't hear the difference, but to me, I massively hear the difference with my ears here. And more importantly, when I record dialogue and I play it back, the room tone is completely different. The echo is completely different. When I am, it just completely removes the echo. There is no echo that I pick up on the track with these panels, whereas there was massively before. The effect is roughly the same as it was with blankets, only this is slightly better because the blankets I couldn't actually put up on the walls. I just draped over stuff, so there was still some echo with the blankets, whereas this has just got rid of it completely, which is really nice. And obviously it has the massive advantage of I don't have to put blankets up and down all the time, you know, which means I can record much more freely. You know, I can just sit down and record whenever I want without having to worry about putting them up, taking them down, and all of that. What type of tutorial? Oh, I have a series of tutorials on how to make a follower mod for Skyrim. So if you're interested in Skyrim modding, you can check out my How to Make a Follower Mod like Lucien Flavius series, which is available now, and I just did a new episode of that. Yes, EagerCat, I did do a new tutorial video, finally, after people were asking for ages and ages and ages. But yes, right, okay, cool. What's my favorite card? I have massive nostalgia value to the Blue Eyes White Dragon. But my favorite card to play is Witch's Strike. But I never get to actually pull that one off because no one ever falls for it. But it's very pleasing when you get to play Witch's Strike. Shout out from Nuna to Nuna, who is soon to publish a chapter of their other Narusa fic, which will feature a certain Dunmer purveyor of legitimately acquired articles. Oh, I'm so pleased. Have fun with that. Hello there. You think you hear it when I walk and talk, Yato Hano says. Well, you probably do, because this is when the echo becomes much more significant, and the echo would have been awful before. There's a little bit if I stand up and walk around, because I didn't, position the panels optimizing for this height. But But yeah, it's certainly way better than it used to be before. So shout out from Ninja to Mr. Spacey and Spacius for 1, the name, and 2, for making the best server and community. That's so nice, Ninja. We've changed my Discord role to Spacey and Spacius because I'm very excited about Starfield, and I'm very interested to see whether follower modding is something that's going to be possible on Starfield, and whether the player character is not going to have a voice, because if that's the case, I would love to potentially do something for it. Anyway, right, okay. Let's get into the game. So, does anyone want to play along? Firstly, I saw Kev said they're currently playing a game, but are busy. Right, but would love to play after. Oh, it wants to do a quick update. There we go, update done. We're fine. Ooh, entry time for the Limit 1 Festival. What is that? What is the Limit 1 Festival? Yeah, we got Moki Moki. Do you know I might actually equip him? I never normally do. But look, let's change my bunny out. Let's change him into Moki Moki. Because it's cute. Look at him! Oh, he gets so cross. We might change back to the bunny at some point, but I like Moki Moki. That's quite fun. Okay, so while Kev is doing his game, I'm going to do a game. Let's duel someone on the internet. Yeah, Limit 1 Festival. Yeah, it doesn't... event info. Yes, maximum of 1 copy of each card in the main deck and the extra deck. That's cool. Hello, the new BioSam. I hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. I wanted to ask you guys. Do you guys have quality settings on the stream? Because that used to be a thing that we only occasionally got, and we seem to get most of the time now, I think. I've reconfigured the stream a little bit so that we're streaming in 720p, because the bitrate was only 4,500 anyway. And oh, he surrendered. So there's no point streaming 1440p at a 4,500 bitrate because it looks silly. It doesn't carry the quality. There's no point streaming at that rate. So I bumped it down to 720p, which is the optimal resolution for that bitrate. I know, right, Kev? I'm so good. I won in 1 turn. So anyway, 720p now. My hope is that by doing it like that, it'll be a little bit more stable. Because I know last time we had some connection problems. And also when I tried to record the stream and broadcast at the same time, it was proving quite tricky for the graphics card. So I'm hoping, doing it like this now, and also now recording on a variable bitrate rather than a constant bitrate, I'm hoping it should make it all nice and stable. But let me know if you guys have problems again today. I like this guy. It's cool gear, dude. Ooh! We have a Twitter update from Bethesda Game Studios saying, yes, dialogue in Starfield is first person and your character does not have a voice. They have confirmed it. Thank you to Colin for relaying that to me. That is so exciting. That's really good news for modding in general, and in particular for follower modding, because it means I can just write whatever dialogue I want without having to splice it with player dialogue, which means we can potentially do Spacian. That's really exciting. I'll have to thank Colin for that when I'm done with the stream. Right, what are we going to do now? 6, 12, 24. Hang on. Yeah, so that would be 2,400. That could be a lot more powerful, I think. So let's hold on to him for a minute. And we'll just go Toon Gemini Elf for now. But that is really great news. That's so pleasing. I mean, I don't mind either way whether there's voice acting in the main character or not. My main concern for it is the modding element of it, you know, because it makes life so much more difficult. So, you know, I wouldn't do a follower mod for Starfield if it had a voiced main character, and that's the main reason I haven't done one for Fallout 4. But since there's no player voice for Starfield, I am very interested to do a follower mod for it because it would be really nice to not be financially dependent on Skyrim. I was saying this in the Discord the other day. At the moment, you know, my income comes from my Skyrim modding, or a huge chunk of it. I wouldn't be able to pay my bills without it. Which means if Skyrim ever became unpopular, if ever people... What is this? If people ever stopped using it or stopped playing it, it would be big trouble for me. So if I could have a different mod, different game that I also mod for, that would give me a lot of security. So that would be really cool if they do in fact. Well, yeah, it sounds like since they are going to make it moddable and you aren't going to have a voiced player character, things sound good. Prospects sound good. Then again, followers might not be a thing. We'll have to see how the game works. No, you say that, Miskatonic, but I'm pretty confident when Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, you will see a big drop in the player base for Skyrim. While a lot of people will obviously still enjoy Skyrim, a lot of people will always want to move on to the next new thing. Well, are there, Nuna? Because I saw the robot at the start, but did they announce that was actually a follower? I missed that if they announced it was actually a follower. I saw that there was a robot with you on the first couple of planets. Can you link... Where did they do that? Was that in the main video? Or was that on Twitter or something? Obviously, you can't all post links in the chat, but... They've confirmed it previously. Well, that's really cool. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of this. Okay, right. So, I think now is a good time to bring out the Grand Meiju. I'm going to whack these two face down. And that'll do me. I need my Toon Kingdom before I can really do anything. Yeah, no, I saw the traits, which sounds interesting. Oh, I see. Hang on, intro. You have a debuff X while human companions are around. Oh, I see. Oh, that's a good spot as well. Yeah, no, there are follower mods for Fallout 4. Just I would not do one because it's too tricky. Too much effort for me. Yeah, so modding is a very popular free hobby to do, and you certainly can't sell mods. However, if you are able to make your modding creative stuff into a business of some kind, then you're able to massively increase your output. So for instance, by the fact that I have these streams and I have my Patreon and I have YouTube and I have the donation points from the Nexus, when you combine these things together, it allows me to treat my modding and this creative work as a business rather than just a free hobby, and that means I can justify pouring far more hours into it than I would otherwise do. Oh, here we go, access code talker. Solemn Judgment. Can't have it. But yeah, and while the mod is still available for free for everyone, so you guys can all download and enjoy the mod as much as you want, it means I can do more and create more. So everyone wins from that kind of situation. Lucien had a voice line about a society that used prosthetics. Is that canon? Because I couldn't find any information regarding that when trying to research Elder Scrolls prosthetics. Yes, that is canon. Every line Lucien says is canon. He doesn't just make... Well, no, obviously not the stuff I've invented. But I mean, when he's telling you lore about the world, that's all canon stuff. So that is referring to the Clockwork Apostles of Sophos Hill. So if you Google the Clockwork Apostles of Sophos Hill, you will find those. What does this thing do? These are really cool cards, by the way, these Ursa Arctics, like Robot Bears. If you're with Tribute a Monster, I expect you can banish one. Okay. Okay. That doesn't look like it's going to be a huge problem if I just go ahead and attack. Obviously, he's got a potential trap card. If that's Magic Cylinder, I'm dead. But, no, we're good. Very good, very good, very good. Let's summon a Toon Mask Sorcerer. Will Lucien be in Starfield? Well, that's exactly what I'm currently thinking about. That's why this news is very exciting for me. There's a lot that's unconfirmed about Starfield, but the information we've been given is extremely promising, and I would love to bring Lucien to space. I've always had plans to bring him to Elder Scrolls 6. Oh, there's a new card game in ESO. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, I've always wanted to bring him to Elder Scrolls 6. But that's not going to be, coming out for a very long time. And it will be, as I said, it will be really cool to sort of decouple the character exclusively from Elder Scrolls. It would be nice to branch out a little bit more, and Starfield seems like a very promising way to do that. What motivated me to start streaming and video activities? Because it's a way to monetize, right? You can't profit directly from modding. And I wanted to try and build this all up into a little bit of a business. And by doing YouTube and streaming, that's a way I can share the creative experience or my gaming or whatever, share my normal stuff that I want to do, but share that with you guys and allow it to sustain, the whole modding thing as a business. Thank you so much, Lost Kitnip. Will you have unique lines related to the new game? Oh yeah, it'll all be new. I won't be recycling any lines from the Skyrim version. No, it'll all be new. So when I bring Lucien either to Starfield or to the Elder Scrolls 6, whichever of those we end up bringing Lucien to, he will be, whereas he was 21 in Skyrim because I was 21 when I started voicing him, I will be 26 when Starfield comes out, so Lucien will be 26. So he'll be older, he'll remember his experience from Skyrim. Obviously we won't be able to know exactly what choices he made, but it'll be continuing his story, So no, it'll all be new. If I do something like that. And I'm not confirming that I'm going to do something like that, because you never know what's going to happen. But that's what I would like to do. I think I'm going to lose this now. Now I pulled the Tri-Brigade. Ultimately, this deck didn't fire off because I didn't get my Toon Kingdom. And you need Toon Kingdom to be able to do anything with this deck. Yeah, it's a long time, Kev. But yeah, apart from... Yeah, there you go. I've lost now. I'm going to surrender there. So you're right. It would be cool to have Lucien and Morrowind, Yugioh Cat, but I'm not targeting old games for the development of Lucien. Because ultimately they are not going to grow. The old games are only going to decrease in popularity. Morrowind is only going to continue to decrease. Its modding scene is much smaller than Skyrim's. It's still got an active modding scene, but inevitably it's not going to be. That's not the most efficient use of my resources. It'll be new games is where I would bring it to. If I were to ever bring Lucien to an old game, it would be a small, self-contained thing. We wouldn't be talking about a continuously developed and worked on follower mod. We'd be talking about Try and invite Kev. There we go. And then room details. Here's the room code if anybody wants to join the room. Room ID is 182568. But yeah, if I were to do the old, you know, go to an old game, it would be a one and done quest or a small scale follower mod or something, but it would be fixed. It wouldn't be something I continue to develop. I'd just do it, put it up there, and that'll be it done. No further updates. Probably not Ego Cat. It'll be too tricky, really. Because I don't know how I would canonically square it to have Lucien remember the player from Skyrim, even though it's a completely different thing. I don't know how I would make that work. And I wouldn't want to have to write two completely different versions of his story based on that. So I think he will not recognize you from Skyrim, regardless. I think that's the only way I could conceivably do it. Ooh. Anyway, so yeah, room details. 182568. Is anyone going to join? No worries if not. If you don't fancy it, that's cool. I can head off and play another online game. But, oh, we've got somebody. We got two somebodies. Who's going to get in first? First come, first served. It's Kev. Would he reference the Dragonborn? I mean, I'll be honest. I started planning this last night. There is no concrete plan here yet. But stream of consciousness off the cuff, what I'm currently thinking. Would he reference the Dragonborn? Yes, but not explicitly. So I think if I were to bring Lucien into Starfield, I would want to do it in a way that fits in with Starfield's lore. And I wouldn't want to do it in such a way that contradicts the lore we've established for Skyrim in any way. But I might have him refer to having come from somewhere else, another universe, and have him talk about an old friend of his, rather than specifically referencing the Dragonborn or Skyrim or Tamriel, because I would want the mod to work for people. Oh, I don't want this one actually. I want. I want this one. I would want the mod to work for people who hadn't played Skyrim. So if someone was just playing Starfield by just that game for the first time, it would be important that Lucien would still make sense as a mod for them. And I wouldn't want them to feel, oh, I don't get this. I don't get what's happening here. Exactly, referencing the Dragonborn might be immersion breaking for sure. Not a bad opening hand, Kev. No, not a bad one. I have to admit there. I'm sorry about all the warm, Ghosty. That sounds like too many heats. Sending cool vibes your way. Yeah, go on, you can have that. Can't you just make a file with decisions that you can copy? It's possible. I have thought about something like that, about potentially exporting some kind of decision tracking thing. I don't know what decisions I would want to carry over to Starfield that would really matter. Can't really think of any. And I don't see why he would need new lines exclusively for people who play previous games. as far as I'm concerned, those events still happened canonically in his story. You know, whether or not you've played Skyrim. But as I say, I don't think I would want to explicitly talk about Tamriel and Skyrim in the mod. I did negate super polymerization because neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. But the nuances of Cerulean Skyfire, right? Once per turn, hang on, you can negate any spell or trap effect activated by your opponent. So this isn't an activation. Because if it's an activation, you get a colon. This is my understanding of it anyway. It'll say once per turn, colon, you can do this. Whereas because it just says you can, while you control it, you can do this, it means this card is not activating at that point. So it's fine to go ahead. That's my understanding of it. And Cerulean Skyfire is also weird because you can activate it in response to continuous spells, which is just strange. Oh no! Oh boy! Why is Kev doing this? Yeah, no, you can't have that. Bloop. Okay. Let's go opening the spirit gates. I also have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in real life. The music is epic, isn't it? Let's go with one of these. We'll eat that. We'll all cross our fingers. I'm hoping I've got you, Kev. Let's see what happens. Elder Scrolls Legends is still a thing. It is still a card game. It does still exist, but it's no longer being updated. You can banish during your opponent's turn. You can banish. Oh, I think that's fine. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, no, I think no. What I would have to do, it is possible, Nuna. Because I believe it's possible. Because what I could do... Wait, hang on. You can banish. You can target... What? Wait, what? What? Yep. Oh, but hang on. I'm confused. I'm just going to let this play out. But the way I would do it is you can certainly use SKSE. I don't know whether you can do it without SKSE, but you can export... yeah, go on. Continue to attack. So, as in, you can write to a file, right? And because you can write to a file, I could go into Lucien, and within Lucien's mod, I could say, right, then when you load the game, export a list of variables, which could be any of my decision set stages or whatever, to a text file. And then I could tell Starfield to search for that text file if it's saved to a specific place. Maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking I might be able to. I'd have to test whether it's possible. I think it's doable. If I could say, look for that text file in your Skyrim installation. You might have to tell it where your Skyrim directory is. But I could say, yeah, look for it, and then if it exists, then import it. That would allow you to import decisions. But ultimately, Lucien doesn't really have many sort of A or B decisions that would impact him in... Oh, Soul Release. Haven't seen this in a while. He doesn't really have many A or B decisions that would impact him in a different game. In fact, I can't think of any. I can't think of any decisions you could have made in Skyrim that would be important to carry over to Starfield. If I were to do that. Thank you so much for the sub, Ghosty. Most kind. No, it'd just be a list of numbers, Nuna. Just a text file. List the numbers, text file. Any game, regardless of how it's set up, could interpret that. So long as it has a scripting engine, which we know it does because it's Creation Engine 2. Obviously, you couldn't, there wouldn't be a function for export stages and import stages. You couldn't directly import and export the variables, but I could just save it as a list of stuff. But, as I say, I don't plan on doing that because I can't really think of a reason why that would be useful. Right, give me 2 more cards. Let's see if I can take out Kev's Gren... Ah! This is what we like. Wham bam crack bam wallop. Right. What do we got now? Now that thing has gone to the graveyard. You can banish 8 cards from top of your deck, so you can special summon him again. So you can have him back again, which is frustrating. But here's what we'll do. I'm going to go... We're going to go... Ooh. I can figure this out. Joey Wheeler Russell. Joey. Hey, Joey. Play your blue eyes white dragon. My red eyes black dragon. Right, okay. I can figure this out. Because you're going to summon that thing when I attack. So, if I play Dark Beckoning Beast... Oh no, I've already used... Oh no, it's fine, it's fine. Great, okay, if I play Dark Beckoning Beast, then I can have... If I were to do that, I'd have that, but that wouldn't actually help me very much. Because there aren't any of those. So what I would want is another one of these. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've just realized I could have played that. I could have played that better. Never mind. Never mind. It's fine. I can play that. I can discard this. I can summon this. Yeah, but you see, again, Ace, because I wouldn't want to specifically refer to the Elder Scrolls, I wouldn't want to sort of canonically say, you know, I wouldn't really want to talk about specifically Skyrim stuff. I wouldn't want Lucien to talk about, you know, what factions he may or may not have joined. I certainly wouldn't want him prattling on about the history of the Dragonborn in Starfield, because, as I say, it needs to make sense for non-Skyrim players. I don't want to be forcing the Elder Scrolls into the canon of Starfield for people who don't consider Elder Scrolls canon to Starfield. You know, there'll be people who don't want me to make that decision for them. Look at you go, Kev, clinging on. Very impressive. Right, I'm having another one of these. Then gonna banish one of these. Give me one of those. Banish one of these. Exactly, Minimum, exactly. Casual references to an old friend. That's the way forward with it, in my opinion. Don't think there's any harm in that. Okay, apologies for the very long turn, Kev. I'm fascinated to see what you do now. So yeah, I think I think the thing that needs to happen is to refer to Lucien's personal history, but not necessarily the history of Skyrim. And I think that's generally just the way forward for the character, because I own the intellectual property, I own the copyright to Lucien, and I don't own the copyright to Tamriel and Skyrim. And obviously modding, people generally aren't fussed about copyright, and in particular Starfield is also Bethesda, so it's okay. But as a general rule for Lucien-related content, it's a good habit to get into, to mainly focus on his personal history and not the history of the world he came from. This is also very true, Miskatonic. Lucien does love the airship. He talks about it in Moonpath to Elsewhere. He says how much he loves it. Right, you've got your Eater of Millions over there. Very nice. You are doing such a great job of clinging on here, Kat. Look at my field. Oh, dear. Right, let's whack a magic reflector on my Cerulean Skyfire. Okay, anything in my graveyard I particularly want? No, not right now. So, let's play this out. Let's see what happens. Does this work? This is the question. Does it work? Once per turn. Oh, it only does it once per turn. So that's only going to protect you from one of my monsters if it works at all, which I don't think it will because of my Awakening of the Sacred Beasts. But I don't know whether that counts as an activated effect or not. I think it does. So I'm thinking Awakening. There you go. It does negate. Very good. Let's go Shimmering Scraper. Wham. And also bam. Okay. Surely Surely now. There is nothing further that can possibly happen. Right, good. There we go. Oh. Please, come on. Come. No, we're still doing it. Kev! Stop wriggling. I've got 23,900 life points and 3 Sacred Beasts on the field and 2 negates, and you can't target any of my monsters. Surely we're at the end now. There we go. Oh, that was fun. Well played, Kev. Well played. Right, I've got time for one more duel. Bio-Sam, did you want to play? I did. I got some very lucky draws there, Kev. Right, we appear to be up against a platinum person. Hang on, let me change my deck. Now, no peeking at my screen while we duel. Oh, hang on. Bio-Sam, we did say. Yeah, there we go. Not sure who Jojo is, but I did say we would play Bio-Sam. I did actually find it, Ghosty. If you mean the helm. I didn't find it on stream, but I found it when I loaded it up to film some book reading. Right, Bio-Sam, let's see your fun deck. The Black Stone of Legend. Red Eyes Toon Dragon. Blip. Oh, does it have a display? That'll be interesting to find out about. Right, we'll play these. Over to you, my friend. Milky is mad. So, just so you know, Bio-Sam, I have until exactly 6 o'clock to finish this stream. So, if we're still playing at 6, I will just surrender and end it. So let's keep it pacey, if at all possible. These look horrible. S-Force. I have not seen David Attenborough's new dinosaur documentary. That sounds cool. As Pegasus would call me, Yugi boy. This time we're playing for your grandfather's soul. Oh, let's go for an attack. Cannot target any of their monsters in the same column of your S4 with card effects. Okay, cool. When an opponent activates this effect, you can banish one S card, destroy that monster. Okay. That's fine. Attack directly! Ooh. Maxi! Continue to attack. Attack directly. Blam. And I think we'll have a Toon Gemini Elf to go along with my Toon Dragon. Is there a reverse Uno card in this game? I mean, kind of. Yes. Not in the old days. Mirror Force is very much still a card. I have Mirror Force in some decks. Not in this one. But yeah, there's Mirror Force. There's lots of sort of turn it back around cards. What does this do? S-Force Professor Die Gamma. My cards can't change their battle positions. Ooh, and you're doing a funky thing. S-Force Justify. What does this do? He looks really cool. You cannot summon the cards. Okay, fine. You can target one face-up effect monster your opponent controls, but he can't do that. Negate its effect until the end of the turn, and you can move that opponent's monster to their monster zone. Oh, you can move them around? It's kind of fun. And then specimen, if your opponent controls it, you can target one of your monsters that's banished, special summon it into the same column. Okay. Cool, you move your stuff around. Ha! You activated my trap card! I summon Pot of Greed, allowing me to draw 3 additional cards from my deck. Ooh! That's quite effective. Very nifty. Friendship, 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 the power of friendship. Right, what do we got now? What do we got now? Very little that we can play. But we can. We can't deal with that. You can keep attacking me. But I can keep attacking you. Toon Gemini Elf, attack his life points directly! One step closer to the Shadow Realm. The Yu-Gi-Oh movie, is that Dark Side of Dimensions? I've not seen either of the movies. Oh, there's 3, aren't there? Pyramid of Light, Bonds Beyond Time, and Dark Side of Dimensions. I have seen Pyramid of Light, but I haven't seen the other 2. Though I love the crossover concept of Bonds Beyond Time. Dum 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 dum. And in fact, if we're all worrying about which place we're putting things, I'm going to set my card position to manual. Because it doesn't matter most of the time, except when suddenly it does really matter. Suddenly you come up against the deck where the columns your cards are in really matters. Ah, now you're going to put him over there. Very clever. Going to get rid of the other one. Good stuff. Nicely done. I should have thought of that. I should have attacked your monster rather than going for the face. Well done, Bo Sam. Can you get rid of my Toon Gemini Elf? I like this card. It's pretty cool how it blasts, like, has splash damage. Oh, but you're not going to attack directly? What is Star Wars Padawan? I must have missed that one. See you, Ghosty. Okay, Biosam, over to you. See if the heart of the cards is with you. You have got 2 minutes. I can maybe stretch to 3 or 4. Yeah, but obviously my card doesn't die because of Toon Kingdom. Hey, Sir Criostois, hope you're doing well. I'm afraid I'm about to end the stream in a second. But it's very good to see you. An upcoming book about young Kenobi, is it? Oh, yes, it does ring a bell. You're very welcome to ask something so long as it's quick. Go for it, Sir Criostois. How is Lucien coming along? Very well, thank you. Lots of cool stuff coming. Made lots of progress. Okay, right, it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to end there because there's no point dragging this out now because I do have to head off. So I'm going to surrender at that point. Thank you for playing, Biosam. And I'm going to close that down. Right. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I need to head off and have my dinner because then I've got a thing and then I've got work to do and there's just so many things on the list. But yes, anyway, no, Lucien's coming along very well. Thank you so much for playing, Kev and Biosam. That was good fun. I am back on Thursday for a modding workshop where you can see some Lucien work whenever, you know, if you want to see it live. So, Crystal, you can see exactly how it's coming along. So yeah, be back on Thursday, 5 PM UK time. Stay marvellous. Oh, I'll just have a quick look on. Is there anyone to raid? No, there's no one to raid. Okay, right. We're going to end there. Thanks, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.